Hello, Little Slaw, YouTube channel subscribers. So I believe you must have watched the previous two videos on how to prepare the NFR, the non-functional requirements for the newly launched project. So in this part, in this third part, we are going to see how to categorize the NFRs or how to categorize the non-functional requirements. So how are you going to categorize it? So you have to classify the NFRs into different categories such as performance, its scalability, the security, the usability, the reliability, and the maintainability, because these are the basic, the non-functional part when it comes in terms of the application. So now I will take you through the detailed part of how to categorize these NFR. So you have to organize the non-functional requirements into distinct categories to facilitate better understanding and management, right? Because this will ensure that each category covers a broad range of aspects which are relevant to the project, such as performance, its security, its usability. So basically, we don't care about the security and usability. We don't care about the security because security will be taken care by the cyber security engineers, but still we do care about the performance, its scalability, and its usability because they come under the non-functional requirements in terms of performance testing and engineering. And we have to use a structured template or any framework to categorize and documenting the NFRs effectively. So in fact, I will add a structured template at the end of this video so that you can use it to collect the NFRs for the newly launched application. And I will take you through this part at the end of this video. In fact, if I miss, please do comment in the comment section, so I will make sure I add that to this set of videos. So yeah, like I told you, we have to organize the NFRs into distinct categories to facilitate better understanding and management. And then we have to ensure we cover every category, which is we have to cover each category over a broad range of aspects in terms of its performance, the scalability, the usability, and even the stress. The way it handles the stress, right? And also we have to use a structured template of framework to categorize and document the NFRs effectively, because without having a template for collecting the NFRs, it's very difficult for us to manage and to collect all these values. So when it comes to an example, so we have to organize the gathered requirements into categories such as performance, the scalability, as I told you, the usability, and the reliability. So what is the entry criteria for this step? So in the previous step, we all know the output of the previous step is we have to have our requirement documentation, which includes user stories, the use cases, and the requirement specification. So in this part, our entry criteria is the gathered requirements. So the gathered requirements, we have it from the previous step, and we are going to categorize it. So now we have everything in our hand, but as a performance tester, we should categorize them into different categories, right? So that's what we're going to do in this one. So in the previous step, we are going to collect all the requirements. And in this step, which is in the third part, where we are going to categorize the NFRs, we are going to categorize what comes under the performance, what comes under the stress, what comes under the scalability, and what comes under the usability, the maintainability, and every single aspect of non-functional, which is in terms of performance testing and engineering. Okay, so now we understood what is the entry criteria and what is the exit criteria. So the requirements must be categorized into distinct NFR categories, and that is the exit criteria, because we have to categorize them before we move out of this particular um, step. And what is the output of this step? So the requirement categorization matrix or the document should be your output, right? So, and in fact, I'm very happy to share you all these requirement documents. I'll prepare an example one. So, in fact, you can use it as a reference in whenever it comes to collecting NFRs. And in fact, you can use this document in terms of your interviews as well. You can use this. You can talk about this. You can take this example and you can talk about this in your interviews as well. So, just to recap, so what do you do? So you have to organize or you have to categorize the NFR, the requirements which you collected from the previous step. You have the gathered requirements. You are now going to categorize it, and after categorizing it, at the end, you are going to have your requirement categorization matrix or the document in your hand, and that's going to be your third step. And now, in the next video, we will see what is the fourth step and how we are going to do it or how we are going to achieve it. So until I meet you in the next video, it's bye bye from Shanmugam and your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. Bye bye.